Good day, everyone. This is Joy, Sistrunk of Premier Group, coming to you today to talk about the Beneficial Ownership Information Form, also known as the BOI, that you may be hearing about all over the news or in various emails. What is the BOI? It is a financial report that basically shows who owns the business. That's why it's part of the Corporate Transparency Act. They just want to know who owns the corporation. It was mandated in 2023. It's effective and it must be filed by December 31st, 2024 if you're an existing business. Who needs to file it? All businesses, the C Corps, the S Corps, single member LLCs that meet these three very specific criteria. If you have less than $5 million in revenue, you have less than 50 employees, and you do not have a physical office, you have to have all three of those, then you need to file a BOI report for your business. The next question is probably, why can't you just file it for me? Recently, as we've been talking to the different professions, our profession, it could be considered legal advice. And so we've made the business decision not to file these forms, but that doesn't preclude us from helping you to understand the form and to assist you with this walkthrough. So with that, we're going to get started. What you want to do is either do what I did, which is Google BOI, or you can go to boiefiling.fincen.gov. And when you get here, you want to do the beneficial owner reporting form and get started. So you have two ways you can do it. You can either print it out on paper, prepare the BOR, download it, open it and look at it and go through the whole thing, and then submit it, or you can just file it online. I'm recommending you file it online if you feel savvy enough. So we have to agree that we're looking at a government system, and then we have to go through these steps. It should take you anywhere from probably, I would say it takes you on average maybe about 15 minutes. I would recommend having a copy of your corporate tax return with you, as well as having a copy of your driver's license or your passport saved on your computer, because you do have to upload information about the company and then who owns the company and then a driver's license. So let's do it. For everyone that I'm talking to today, this would be an initial report. It gives us the date that we're prepared. This tells us about the Paperwork Reduction Act, and you can read through that. And then we want to hit next. Is this a request to receive a FinCEN ID? Because we've never done this before, I haven't done it and you haven't done it, we want to request to receive a FinCEN ID. We want to put in the company's legal name, which we should have from the tax return. Because I'm doing a demo, I'm just going to make something up. Now, if you have an alternate name, so for example, we just go by Premier Group, I can put that in there. And then you have to put in your tax ID number. Whatever your tax ID number is, which is why you would need the tax return. So I'm just going to make one up. And your tax ID number should be 9 digits. You don't need the country or jurisdiction unless you're a foreign entity. This 10A does need to be filled out. We're in the United States. We happen to be based in Maryland. And then this would only be if you were in a tribal jurisdiction. Our current U.S. address. And this would, if the question is, did you move, use your current address, that is your business address, whatever that may be, whether you moved or not. We are an existing company. Because our companies have been created before January 1st, 2024, we were an existing company. So see how when existent is indicated, all company applicant fields will be cleared disabled. Okay, I'm going to say yes. Now, I don't think something about the FinCEN ID. We don't have a FinCEN ID yet. So then for this part, the company applicant is whoever is doing this. So in this case, we do not need to fill that out. So because we chose the existing reporting company, we do not have to complete this section, the company applicant section. If your business was started before January 1st, 2024, you do not have to complete the company applicant information tab. Once you check box 16, everything else gets grayed out and we can click next. Now, what we do have to do is fill out the beneficial owner. Who is a beneficial owner? The beneficial owner is anyone that owns more than 20% of the company. So if one of your children owns more than 20% of the company, then you would need to fill out that you were the parent or guardian information instead of a child, because they don't want minors information. They need to know if you are an exempt entity. That would be if it's someone who this did not apply to. But for all people under my voice, if you have an LLC, a sole proprietorship, a S corp, a C corp, and you have less than 50 employees, and you're not and make more than $5 million, you need to complete this form. And so we would have to fill out the individual's name. So in this case, I'm just using information for demo purposes, address. I'm just gonna put that same as the business, but use your correct address. Now, here's why you needed your driver's license or your passport, because one of the things they do, you have to upload it. So you have to type in driver's license information. And again, it's a demo, so I'm just adding information. United States and Maryland, because that's where I live. And then right here is where you would choose from folder and add, you have to actually attach a picture. So for the purposes of this demo, we filled out our identifying country and state, and then you would attach your driver's license. I just attached the qualification statement because I had that handy. And then you want to hit next. You will then have an opportunity to put in your email. You have to put your email in, confirm your email, your first name, last name, and then certify that you agree and that you're human. Submit next and hit next, and that will submit the BOI report. And that took about 10 minutes. So again, I would recommend having your corporate, I should have been more specific, depending on how you file, have your personal and your corporate return handy. And also, again, have a picture of either your driver's license or your passport on your computer or your phone, depending on how you're filing this form. But I hope this helps. And if you have any questions as you're along the way, we cannot do the form for you, but we definitely can assist you if you do get stuck. Please feel free to give us a call at 301-577-6444 or reach out to us via email at accounting@pgs-cpa.com. Thanks and have a great rest of your day.